Welcome back to the opening kickoff. The regular season is officially over, but make sure you tap in every week for your new favorite show to watch to kick off your NFL week. I'm kind of sad. Regular season's over, but I'm
sad.
Super hyped for playoffs, though.
I know.
Playoffs are like a little bit more fun when your team's not in it because like there's no depression to come.
That is true. That is kind of what I'm feeling a little bit.
And the thing is, you still have a little bit of depression because your team could have been in the playoffs. I've been not depressed for 5 weeks. I got 5 weeks of prep before.
I know had a better record than us.
Yeah, every team in the NFC North.
Imagine when the Bucks were 5-1 and the Vikings were going through the JJ era. Imagine like we were like, oh, but it's guaranteed. I would have been like, no way, you're lying.
Yeah. Every single team in the NFC North would have won the NFC South.
Well, speaking of that and being happy going to the playoffs, I officially, no matter what happens in the playoffs, I win this season's
All right,
game
let's
prediction.
make a deal. If I get every single playoff pick right, it comes down to the Super Bowl, and I'll let you pick first. I have to get every single playoff game right.
Just based off of what you pick, not like if.
Like, I don't have to just switch. And like I get to pick every game on my own. But if I get the exact playoff bracket right, every game right for the playoffs, then it gets to come down to the Super Bowl. I mean, you could say no. I mean, I'm not going to get every playoff game right, but you could say no.
I don't know. I feel like that's pretty easy.
Getting every playoff game right, that would be a perfect bracket.
True.
I mean, you could say no. I just wanted to make
it you know what? If we can do it, we'll leading into the NFC Championship, and then you'll need to like do something extra in like the final game before the championship.
What do you mean?
Like rather than getting if you get this week and divisional all right.
I'm saying I get all of it right.
No, I'm saying we're gonna need to do like if you get all the wild card and divisional, then we're in the whatever it's called before the Super Bowl. You might need to get like 2 like over under and who wins maybe.
All right, we can go from here because I'm probably gonna get a game wrong this week anyways, and then we'll be fucked.
True, but I'm not saying no, but we'll see.
Because my picks are a little funky, but I'm confident.
Well, either way, I went 11-5. Maddox went 9-7.
I went 10-6.
You did?
That's what I have. Hang on, let's start. I had Bucks. I had the games I had right. We'll do that. Bucks, Falcons, Vikings, Houston, Buffalo, Detroit, Denver, Rams, Patriots, Eagles. Or no, sorry. I picked the Ravens. I was 9-6, 9-7. You're right.
Okay. Because
our
order, your order is not in, so I was not following what you were doing.
Well, I got it wrong anyways. Okay. Dude, what's crazy is I bet on the Steelers too, but I had them plus 3.5, so that's the only reason I bet on it.
And for all the games we're gonna go over, I do have the Lions and the over/unders that we could both just pick for fun. But I'm at 171, 101. Maddox is at 154, 117-1, putting me at a 17-point lead. So no matter what happens,
that's right. I'm gonna get every game pick right, and I won't even care. It's worth buying the jersey because I'm gonna get a perfect bracket.
That'd be sick. Well, we can go ahead and get through the games.
Yeah, the ones that were like shitty, like we're just backups playing and shit, we can kind of speed over them.
Yeah, true.
I do want to say, bro, fuck Week 18 because I was winning both my fantasy Super Bowls Week 17 and lost in Week 18 just because of bullshit, bro.
Oh, you lost both of them.
Jonathan Taylor got pulled in the second half. CeeDee Lamb got pulled in the second half. Nico Collins didn't play. Like, I literally got fucked, like, in the ass.
You like my wicked coffee mug? So
yeah, that's pretty fire.
That's Elphaba. And then, or sorry, that's Galinda. That's Elphaba.
Shout out. But yeah,
first game.
Week 18, really. She was stupid.
First game, Panthers, Buccaneers. The Bucks, at least we go out swinging. We go out winning. Still another vintage Todd Bowles performance.
Bro, Sophie.
We're going to, there's not much.
Sophie, you're so dumb, dude. Go ahead.
Vintage Todd Bowles ass performance. We basically cleared house on every coach except for Todd Bowles. I literally think we did. We cleared house. Yeah. If you weren't fired, you retired is basically what it is. There's rumors we're going to bring in a DC. We're going to bring in an OC. I think basically they're like, Todd Bowles, you got 1 year under the deal. I don't think any of these coaches are worth firing you to like bring in a bag for, especially with Harbaugh wanting his own GM. We like our GM a lot, so there was just probably no chance of getting a super good.
I don't think you even go for one of the guys that's fired, bro. I'm telling you, I think a lot of these young guys that are going to come out of nowhere and take over, bro. Like Kubiak.
Maybe.
Going to lock in. I think there's going to be some weird, like, savvy head coach hires that people don't understand.
But Baker came out that first drive firing, and they kind of looked like shit the second half. We finally won a game where Baker threw a pick.
When I watched the pregame interview of Baker, I literally was like, dude, I got to hammer the Bucs right now. But I didn't do it. But, fuck, he was so locked.
All right, next Saturday game this kind of showed this team's fraudulent and one team, being the one seed going to go hot into playoffs. Seattle versus 49ers. They had the 49ers for 3 points.
Yeah.
Who has a better defense, Texans or Seahawks?
I think the Texans have a better
You
defense,
do?
honestly. I think there were a couple things in this game because I bet on the Niners in this game, so I was pissed off. There were a couple things that, like, the Seahawks really tried to hand the ball to the Niners. Like, Sam Darnold fell down while handing the ball off, and it was in their hands. Didn't recover the fumble. The tip ball at the line of scrimmage that then bounced off of McCaffrey's hands. That was unfortunate. But, yeah, this defense is legit, though. Like, they showed how good they are. I will say, though, I'm still not super confident in this team in the playoffs. I'm super confident in this defense. I think this is a Super Bowl level defense. But that offense, like, they have their moments. They have a lot of their moments, especially Sam Darnold. So it was cool to see Sam Darnold win in the big game, but also fuck you, Sam Darnold, because where was that last year? But,
basically, I have a lower seed winning, and our picks we'll get later on, and then I do think they're going to go into Seattle and beat them. So it'll be funny to see. Okay, next game. This was kind of one of the lamer ones. Colts-Texans. Riley Leonard balled out. Maybe they should have, given him a chance a little sooner.
They should have just let Riley Leonard play.
Let's pull up his stats. 21 of 34, 272 tuds, 1 touchdown, and a rushing tud.
Yeah. No, I think also, like, when you have somebody that's actually not even, like, mobile, but, like, literally isn't a cinder block, like Phillip Rivers, somebody that can move in the pocket, I think it just allows so much more of your defense. I mean, one of the touchdowns he scored was literally on a read option. Like, you can't run that play with Phillip Rivers in the game.
I mean, you could. It just won't work out real well.
You're going to lose 5 yards. I mean,
what percentage of NFL linemen are faster than Phillip Rivers?
I think every single one of them, probably. Even I think what's homeboy from Florida that was on the Bucs practice squad?
I almost said Desmond Ritter. His name's like Desmond something.
That he's probably faster than Phillip Rivers.
Florida, fat guy.
I think his name is Desmond Watson.
Yeah, I think it is Desmond Watson. Yeah, Desmond Watson. Hey,
he might be faster than Phillip Rivers.
That's so funny. Well, we can go to the next game. Browns-Bengals. The Bengals kind of choked this away. Myles Garrett broke the record, but Jared Allen should have had it. Do you see that whole thing? He made a whole speech about it, being like, hit one sack got like taken away from him, and when you rewatch the sack, it was like, oh, that was bullshit. Yeah. So he actually has the record.
Sorry, Jared Allen's a go, but shout out Myles Garrett. Honestly, I think this was just the perfect ending to the Bengals season. Honestly, like going out losing to the Browns like this.
They need a clear house.
2 defensive touchdowns from the. I think it goes further because a lot of Bengals fans are mad that Zach Taylor isn't fired, and I think he kind of got his excuse this year.
GM needs to go.
I think he got his excuse this year because Burrow was hurt.
Yeah.
But I think it's further than the head coach, it's further than the GM. The ownership of this team is just historically terrible. Like, there were problems in the past. There's still problems now. They refuse to do what they need to do. And honestly, like, I don't think they have a top 3 quarterback in the league, in my opinion, and I just don't see how. I don't think he's ever going to win in Cincinnati. I think that one miracle run they had to the Super Bowl was their chance. They're not going to get it again because Cincinnati's just poverty. Like,
that's so sad. Imagine you would have told, like, Joe Burrow would make the playoffs one other time after that Super Bowl run. Or was it 2 more? Who knows? But
I mean, dude, not only can he not stay healthy, when he is healthy, the ownership's just so bad that there's never enough around him to help out. And then the ownership finally does one good thing, which is paying 2 receivers at one time and then adding nothing to the opposite side of the ball. They're about to lose Trey Hendrickson.
What pick do the Browns have? I'm curious.
Like 4?
Let me see.
Maybe a little higher? 5? And they have the Jags pick. So they could move up if they wanted to.
They have a 7th?
Oh, wow. I did not know
That's not that high.
That's not that high. But they could move up if they wanted to because they have another first.
Wow. That's crazy. And as of now, the Raiders have 1?
The Raiders have the number 1 pick.
That's crazy.
The Giants, by the way, only play good whenever they need to play for the number 1 pick. They beat the Raiders. If they would have lost that game, they would have secured the number 1 pick. And then the Raiders beat the Chiefs. So if the Giants would have lost, the Giants would have the number 1 overall pick, but they beat Dallas.
That's pretty funny.
So the Giants just refuse to lose whenever they
Hey, did you see what's his name? Number 51. Their rookie.
Abdul Carter?
Abdul Carter. After the game, they're all celebrating. He's like, guys, I just want to say something. Whoever comes back next year, I just want y'all to know, this is not where we're trying to be. This is not something we should celebrate. So if y'all are here back next year, we need to be locked in. So we're playing more games next year. And I was like, he even said, like, I'm not where I should be and we're not where we should be.
That's hot.
No, and like I was and you can see like there's a coach in the background be like, fuck yeah. Like it was pretty cool.
I like that.
And
I'm excited to see what their head coach is gonna be.
I think they should get Harbaugh, but what's their GM's name that everybody hates? Joe Chain?
Yeah, something like Joe Shane.
Yeah. So I think the rumors are not gonna him. I'm pretty sure
I think they're gonna get one of like the small name savvy guys, like Joe Davis Webb.
I think they might get Stefanski, bro. I think that's what's gonna.
I think Davis.
New York is one of those. They have kind of a good ownership, not great, but they have good enough to where like they're gonna bring in like.
I think okay. So Davis Webb, the quarterback's coach for Denver, the normal
who
move
started
from,
over Baker Mayfield in college.
Do your homework. The normal move for a player like a coach like that is OC then head coach, but I think he's going to be one of these random savvy head coach hires.
Davis Webb?
Yeah. The quarterback's coach for the Broncos. Trust me.
Really?
You're whenever he gets signed as a head coach, everybody remember
Hey,
that this was said.
nah,
And I think he played in New York before. There's ties.
He did
there.
play in New York.
I think he might end up there as their head coach.
There's
There's a
you're-
small chance.
there's no way he jumps from a pass game coordinator.
We'll see.
Hey man, fucking what's his name? Josh Grisar was our pass game coordinator last year, and he was fucking shit this season. But next game, Saints Falcons. Fuck you, Tyler Shuck. That pick was so bad, bro. Just
That's
kidding.
good.
It wasn't even that bad. But the
There were a
Juwan
couple drops in
no,
this
the
game.
first drive, they get a good stop, and then the first throw Tyler Show has, it's a fumble
Mm-hmm.
in good field goal range. I was like,
I
nah,
actually
that's
feel like
fine.
Tyler Shuck had a pretty decent game. I don't
Me
think
too. He deserves Rookie of the Year, low key.
I think
Offense
he
Rookie
does
of the Year.
too. I mean, I don't.
He's
really
not gonna
see-
get it.
It'll probably go to Tet.
Yeah, we'll go to 10,
But I mean, if he would have started all year, it would have been his by land. I think they could have won this division if he was starting all year.
bro. Probably.
And I was the only one who
Are
believed.
you
in him.
you a Kellen Moore guy?
Yeah,
now
I
you
was-
are. Were you before?
I was kind of iffy on it because he was the last head coach hired. It was a little weird, but I think he'll be great there. I think they drafted a tackle. They have their franchise tackle, hopefully. They drafted a quarterback. It looks like they have their franchise quarterback, and they have their head coach. That's like three of the most important pieces to start a rebuild.
Is their
And
tackle playing like a franchise tackle though? That
he's playing pretty good.
is it. Are you talking about Kelvin Banks?
Yeah, Kelvin Banks, their first
Because they
round pick.
drafted a guy the year before too at their other tackle.
Yeah, they have a pretty good tackle duo, bro. I'm telling you, like
Onawu or something. No, that's the guy on the Patriots.
it's like Fashanu. It's one of
yeah,
the guys.
It is Fashanu.
There's
Yeah, it's
two
Fashanu.
guys that have similar names, Fashanu, and then the other guy you try to say. I don't even bother trying to say their names, but they have
It is
two-
Fashanu,
Like I
right.
think they have like the keystone pieces they need for a rebuild. They're probably going to lose some guys to retirement, like Cam Jordan and even probably Taysom Hill. But
Dude, Cam Jordan, his last game, I was explaining the lore to Annie, like the Saints legend, maybe Hall of Famer because he played so long,
Yeah.
has a good season, but might not be. But like Saints legend, and then he was going off, and he's like, "Should he retire?" I'm like, I don't know. He's playing really. He was
and I just
playing
think
really
the
good that
Saints have
game.
a super hopeful season next year. It's like I would want him to come back and be.
man.
part
I
of
would
it.
not be shocked though if they kind of have a
I think he's pretty much kind of said like I'm done.
yeah, which sucks.
Dude, watching everybody cheer when Harrison Smith came off the field, I really hope he doesn't retire.
You need to get Harrison Smith jersey.
I know. Sorry, we can go to the next game. I got
Well,
sidetracked.
Next game is Packers Vikings.
I'm gonna be honest. I literally did not watch this game. I like it popped up on Red Zone every now
Yeah.
and then. Once JJ was out, there's really no point for me. Hey, JJ running a dude over and getting called for a taunting, I'm all for it, bro. By the way, can we take taunting out of the fucking league? That shit is like actually.
So
stupid.
like this is kind of how I see it, right? I get why I get why that's a flag, right?
I know.
I don't think it should be a flag, but I get that. But if you truck somebody and you go like this over them, that's different than being like, yeah, fuck you,
I think
bitch,
if
after
like,
you
if
truck
you like
somebody.
stand over somebody and like flex looking down on them, I could see why like how that could be a thing. But it's like these people are getting paid to like take other people's heads off and play a violent sport, but you're gonna flag them and fine them for taunting. I think that's like ridiculous.
No, I agree too. And Baker didn't get a taunting, but JJ did. But Baker, like,
Bro, JJ stiff arming homeboy and then running over homeboy, like let him. You should be able to do whatever you want. after that.
he knew what he was doing though. But
I'm all-
he took it just a step too far. It's a rookie trying to do a veteran move, getting the team hyped.
I don't
and all
even
that.
care that he got penalized. I thought it was sick. I don't even care.
I mean, you can't get penalized.
And
There.
this
Y'all
game,
still won. Y'all still
Clayton
won.
Tune, I think he already got cut. I'm not sure. I think that might have been Chris Oladukin I'm thinking of, but
How sad are you about Brian Flores leaving?
it's not confirmed yet.
No, I think, dude,
I think
you
he's,
know,
I think he's gonna be in Baltimore.
I think he's gonna be in Baltimore too.
It sucks, honestly. It sucks. Here's the thing:
Because
if he leaves
I
for a
don't
head-
think he's gonna be a good head coach.
if he leaves for a head coaching job, I get it. But
oh my gosh,
like, well,
the Ravens don't have that many good pieces. But could you argue that Andrew Van Ginkel is this goated ass defensive piece? Objectively, no.
I think it's Brian Flores. Like I'm being so
Yeah.
dead ass. Like our defense is good on paper, but it's not
Oh
as
my
good on
god,
paper
Kyle
as we play.
Hamilton, dude,
No,
Kyle.
he's
Hamilton.
gonna. That defense is gonna be the
Dude,
best
Kyle
defense in the
Hamilton's
league.
gonna. Oh my god. That's
If
gonna be so
Madubuike
scary.
doesn't retire, because there's rumors about Madubuike retiring because of his injury he's dealing with. Like
Oh, wow.
rumors. Like
That
I don't
would
know how.
suck
I
because
don't
he's
know how
pretty
serious
young,
they are.
right?
But what's the Malachi Starks has showed promise as a rookie.
he has.
Nate Wiggins has potential. Like that could be the best defense.
Ravens
in the league,
fans
Brian
love
Flores.
Nate Wiggins.
I heard like a funny scenario where it was like, what if Brian Flores brought in Mike McDaniel as the OC, both of two as old coaches, and then it kind of makes sense because Brian Flores does not have a good track record. Like even Ryan Fitzpatrick has came out and said like people were comparing Brian Flores to a dictator in Miami, and he was like, if any team calls anybody that worked for him in Miami for a reference, they're not going to say anything good about Brian Flores.
Yeah.
So you kind of need like a soft players guy like McDaniels to
Yeah.
counter like,
And
the
I
bullshit. that's gonna come
especially
with
too,
Brian
I
Flores.
think like if you're a coach who it's like either like Ben Johnson, how he brought in I've messed up his name, but he brought in Dennis Allen, right?
Mm-hmm.
He brought him in for the defense. That is who he brought in?
Yeah.
Okay, so he brings in a former head coach where he can focus and head coach the defense, right? And I think that's good for a first-year head coach, but also Brian Flores, you are not a successful head coach. You're not successful at running a full team. Bringing in a guy like McDaniels who can run a full team, but not fully well like you. It's like two kind of people who can't fully do it themselves.
That team will win the Super Bowl. The Ravens defense with the pieces they have coached by Brian Flores, and then Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry with Mike McDaniels. I don't see how that team doesn't win the Super Bowl. If you got waters in there, can you give me one? Cool. But yeah, I don't see how that team doesn't win the Super Bowl.
No, I agree. That's going to be scary.
I mean, assuming that's what happens. I hope Brian Flores shits the bed on every single interview, and we get one more year with him just because, bro. Like, I'm excited.
He blackballed the NFL and his like management.
Yeah, but
and
he's
the
getting
Dolphins
interviews anyway, so clearly some people are over it. Plus, the Ravens have a black quarterback, so they're fine.
True. Next game, Titans Jaguars. Not much to say. Liam Cohen's so good.
Yeah, and honestly, Cam Ward was cooking on the first drive, but then goes out with a concussion. So,
but that sucked. Why was he in a sling then? If he had a concussion,
was it not a concussion?
I don't know. He was in a sling, bro.
I swore it was a concussion. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot, but he went out with an injury. So.
Yeah, another game kind of sum over. Cowboys Giants. Jackson Dari at least went out swinging.
Hey, thanks Cowboys for your season's already over, and you don't say you're gonna do anything with your players, but then you pull my best fantasy receiver or one of the best fantasy receivers in the second half. So thank you for that.
Imagine when like Jackson Dart's first come out game where he balled out. You're like, hey, week 10, Tyler Shuck's gonna start starting, and he's gonna finish with better stats than Jackson Dart.
Well, I would have believed it because I said that Tyler Shuck was going to be good.
I want to have another game to sum over Cardinals-Rams.
Actually, I wouldn't have believed it because Jackson Dart was my second favorite quarterback coming in.
True. So Cardinals-Rams, your official.
Dude, war is over. I will say, the Cardinals are kind of poverty. I don't think, especially like when you move on from a head coach and it appears you might be moving on from your quarterback, it's going to take a few years before anything really happens. But, bro, like, Jonathan Gannon should never be a head coach at all. I feel like a lot of Philly guys. A lot of Philly guys. Like Doug Peterson, the guy we're talking about right now, Jonathan Gannon. I feel like they are successful with very talented rosters in Philly, and then they get these head coaching jobs, and they're just not it at the end of the day.
No.
But I mean, hey, Matt Stafford put up a great performance. Might have got himself back the MVP. We'll see. I think they're gonna give it to Drake May because he's like the golden boy right now.
I know, but Stafford's stats are way better.
If you know ball, like he deserves it. And it's very similar to last year. Lamar, by the way, was the first All-Pro to lose the MVP to a non-All-Pro since like 1987 last year. That's how hard Lamar Jackson got fucked last year, by the way. Wow. But yeah, I think this could potentially be worse because I don't think it's even close when you compare the stats between the two. But great game from Stafford. Not much to say. The Cardinals are ass. Yeah, Trey McBride had like a historical tight end season, so shout out him.
He did, dude. That was awesome to see. He honestly is kind of snubbed for Offensive Player of the Year.
It's kind of hard whenever your team is fucking has 3 wins.
We can skim over these next probably 3 games pretty fast. Chiefs, Raiders.
Chris Oladukin got cut like right after the game. Shout out Aiden O'Connell though.
Yeah. Commanders, Eagles.
I would not expect the Commanders to win, but I didn't know that the Eagles were going to rest their starters like right before the game. Because they were still competing for the 2 seed, especially. Chicago lost too, so Philly would have started their starters and won. They'd be the 2 seed right now, but I feel like it's not that big of a difference because they're playing San Fran and the 2 seed got to play the Packers. I feel like
I'd rather play the Packers.
Pretty similar. I mean, I would rather play the Packers, but I feel like San Fran's defense is so bad. Like,
and it's funny as Sirianni, but Devontae Smith.
We can dive more into the game later because we're going to talk about it. But I will say, I have a different word for that game. But like Philly's matchup against San Fran is perfect. Like they should win that game.
That's exactly what I think too. Dolphins, Patriots, Drake May. And Drake May's so good, bro. It's crazy.
He kind of got carried by his running backs this game. I was played against Ramondre Stevenson in the fantasy Super Bowl. If you would have told me Ramondre Stevenson would have been the fucking like if you're starting Ramondre Stevenson in the Super Bowl, you don't deserve to win. Fucking stupid, bro. Oh, I don't even want to talk about this game anymore. Fuck.
And then Lions Bears. We both knew that That would go out swinging.
Dude, I had Lions -3.5, and I cashed out to win like $100 at whenever the Bears scored again, and then they only won by 3. So thank God I cashed out.
How panicked is Detroit?
I don't think they're that panicked. I think they essentially fired their OC way earlier in the season once Dan Campbell took over play calling. I think it's a big hit to lose somebody like Ben Johnson. If they can come find the right guy to call the offense, I think they'll be fine, bro. There's a lot of talent on that team.
Probably need to do
and
DC
their
too.
defense is just like their defense is injured they got like Their defenses their injuries on defense this year were worse than last year, and they fucking watched Aiden Hutchinson break his leg last year. Like, that shows how bad it really was.
Yeah. Chargers, Broncos. I mean, Herbert didn't play, so that just kind of tells you why that happened.
Yeah, I had plus 10.5, but, you know, Chargers refused to kick a field goal, and they throw a pick six. Shout out Trey Lance.
Well, you had...
Chargers plus 10.5, and they didn't cover.
That's so funny.
But whenever I took Denver minus 13.5 against Crystal LeDuc and
Jets, Bills, this Jets team was the first team to never get an interception.
First team to not get an interception entire NFL season. And they were playing against Mitch Trubisky.
Defensive head coach, by the way.
They're playing against Mitch Trubisky, and on one of the first plays of the game, throws it directly to a defender, and he drops it. So that's just like the perfect ending to the season.
And then, banger game of the week. I was watching this on a setup outside. We set up the projector.
I even got Dad watching this game.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, that's probably the most NFL I've watched all season. And he watched
so
the fourth quarter.
Ravens, banger game. When the Steelers scored, I was like, the Steelers won. Then when the Ravens scored, I was like, the Ravens won.
Rodgers fucking balled out in this game. So did Lamar Jackson, honestly. I feel like Lamar just always has this random shit that taints his legacy that's like not his fault. Like,
the Zay Flowers fumble,
the missed Tyler Loop kick, the Zay Flowers fumble, you have the Mark Andrews drop 2-point conversion. There's a lot of shit. But
yeah, bro.
You see the priest like sprinkling holy water in the end zone before the game.
It's real funny.
Here's one thing I'm gonna say: Tyler Loop had a great season, bro. It's fine. Like,
did you see all the shit with his wife's fiance's page?
No, was she?
Oh, you're not
like
on social media.
No. I heard something he was getting death threats.
No, like Ravens fans like found his fiance's page and were commenting like hurtful shit to her because of
See, like if you do that, you're a fucking idiot. Tyler Loop, I'm your free bro, even though you don't know who I am.
But it is so funny. Chris Boswell shanks that kick. No one talks about it anymore.
I think Chris Boswell missing the kick puts more pressure on Tyler Loop because he's like, fuck, he just missed. Like, now you're already thinking about missed kicks.
True,
you know
and that weather was just not,
I also think
not set up.
They had a timeout, bro. I think they were trying to get in the right position for Tyler Loop, but Derrick Henry, if anybody can break off a run for like 10 yards to make the kick easier, it's that motherfucker. Like, they should have handed it off to him one more time, in my opinion, with the timeout they had. But
I was rooting for the Steelers, so
I didn't really care who won, but I had Steelers plus 3.5. So when Chris Boswell missed the kick to make it a 2-point game, I was like, let's fucking go. Even if the Ravens kick a field goal and win, I'm fine. So
yeah, that is pretty funny. All right,
we get Rodgers in Rodgers in the playoffs in 2026.
I know, dude. If fucking I want it to be Josh Allen or Aaron Rodgers, bro. One of those guys.
I don't think it'll be either of them.
You think it's the NFC guy?
We're gonna talk about it.
All right,
let's just get straight into it. Honestly.
Straight into the games.
I think Lennon. There's a chance we have every fucking game different.
All right. Well,
actually, no, except for one.
The Saturday 3:30 game. This is the one we don't have differently, I'm guessing.
Yeah, literally if the Rams don't fucking win this game, like, there's no excuse. I know Carolina upset LA early in the season, but like, that shit happens. It's the playoffs now. Let's lock in. I don't want to watch Bryce Young in the divisional round. I want to watch the MVP Matt Stafford with the best receiver in the league and the best play caller in the league in the playoffs. So let's not lose to Carolina. But.
Okay. Then I have we can go over just, the props a little bit. Rams minus 10.5. Do they cover?
I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Because I think they
cover.
They either blow them out or they win by 3. Like, I don't think there's really much of it in between. Because on Underdog, you can even take Carolina plus like 13.5. And I literally was about to bet on it today. I was like, if I take this shit, they're going to win by 21 or something. So I did not do it. But if I had to bet, yes, they probably cover. But if they win on like a field goal or something, I wouldn't be shocked.
Okay, and then over under 46.5.
I would be the over. I think. No, because I don't think the Panthers score more than like 13 points.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, probably the under.
All right. Saturday, 7 o'clock. The jerseys we were wearing.
I think we might have picked the teams that we're wearing, too. I think we might have picked the teams of the jersey we're wearing.
I did not.
There's no way
I picked
Green Bay.
The Green Bay Packers.
Why? You never pick
I never pick them. I never pick them, Maddox, but it's meant to be. I'm sorry.
So
it's Ben Johnson's first year.
Yeah.
It's the veteran team versus.
It's
just the veteran versus.
Yes. So Jordan Love has playoff experience. He's won playoff games. On top of that, first matchup, Green Bay versus Detroit. Green Bay wins. Caleb throws a pick to end the game. Second matchup, Chicago wins, but it took an onside kick, Malik Willis having to come into the game and fumble a snap. They had no business winning that game. I think Chicago's probably the better team, but Green Bay can run the ball, and Chicago has like the worst run defense in the league. It's like bottom 5.
Yeah.
So
Packers are 3.5 point favorites. What do you think?
They're 3.5. Wow.
Yeah.
I actually bet on Packers -3.5. So
Okay.
I think they cover. If not, they win by 3, and I'm gonna be really mad.
I think Chicago covers. I think I got Packers. Chicago's cover. Over under is 46.5 as well.
That's a pretty good line. I'd probably take the over on that one.
Okay.
I could see like 24-27 or something.
All right. Sunday noon. We got Bills Jaguars. Curious on who you went with.
I took Jacksonville,
You took Jacksonville.
and I think they cover.
And you think they covered?
Are they favorites?
No. Bills are 3.5.
On underdog
favorites.
to get them as good odds, I had to take them -3.5, but I think they cover that. I think, bro. Here's the thing.
He's come full circle.
It's not just about Josh Allen. Like, I get it. I would not be shocked if Josh Allen makes a Super Bowl run. This is the worst Bills team that has been in the playoffs since Josh Allen has became good. Run defense is terrible. Pass defense is okay. Not really a good number one weapon on the offense. They have a good run. They have a good run game, but they're playing against the best team at stopping the run in the NFL practically. Like,
Yeah.
This is a really good matchup for Jacksonville, and I think Trevor Lawrence is sick of all the shit he's been getting, and I think Josh Allen, like, he's going to do what he can, but at the end of the day, they're going to get out-rostered, and they're going to get out-coached by the Jags. So the team that I was hating on all season, last 3 weeks, they finally came around, and I really like Jacksonville.
You're on the bandwagon?
I really like you. Bro, I've gone so up and down with Jacksonville. The year after they won the game against, they won the playoff game against Herbert, I was fully on the train, said Trevor Lawrence MVP, they're going to win the Super Bowl, and then they were ass. So, but I'm back. I like Liam Cohen. I think they're going to get out-coached and out-rostered. I'm guessing you have Buffalo?
I have Buffalo.
What is the actual spread? Isn't Buffalo favorite?
Yeah, Buffalo's favorite 3.5. I honestly think they cover. And
Fuck no.
Over
Dude,
under 50. Well,
Jags plus 3.5 is a lock.
You think that's a lock? And then
That is a lock.
over under 51.5. That's a lot of points.
Oh, that is a lot.
It's in Jacksonville
But-
though, so it's gonna be warm weather probably.
But I just think, I think Jacksonville can take advantage of that bad defense that Buffalo's had, and I think the Bills are going to score points just because they have Josh Allen. So over is probably a safe bet there.
All right, Sunday 3:30. We got 49ers versus Eagles. Who'd you pick?
Okay, like I said earlier, this is like the perfect matchup for Philly. Clearly, if you have a good defense, you can expose this offense. That's what we saw of the finale of Week 18. I think it was kind of a fluke game from Purdy. You know, I think Purdy is better than that. I think if they played again, he would play better. I think they could take advantage of how bad this 49ers defense is. The Eagles have struggled on offense most of the year, and this 49ers defense is not good. So if they could take advantage of that and let their defense play the way they've been playing all year, there's no reason they should lose this game. But if San Fran's in the playoffs, they're going to the NFC Championship.
So you're
And
rocking
this
with
is
it?
simply just a gut feeling. Like everything logical tells me Philly's gonna win. But in here, I feel the 49ers.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like my gut tells me I just feel like the 49ers are gonna win. But I'm like, man, the Eagles got the matchup. The Eagles do this.
See, so you're going away from your gut and going with logic.
Yeah, true.
I'm going away from logic and I'm using my gut.
Well, so we got a different.
So you have Philly?
I got Philly. Yes, I think Philly would not be shocked if they make a Super Bowl run. They're the champs.
Mm-hmm.
They're back in the playoffs.
I don't think there's
Lane
any...
Johnson's healthy again.
Yeah, but their offensive line has not played as good this year as they normally have, and their run game's been worse this year.
It's going to come down to Jalen Hurts.
I think I would not be shocked at all if they win this game. I think there's no shot in hell they make the Super Bowl if they have to go through a team like Seattle with a good defense, go through a team like LA with a good defense, and they're going to get out-coached by Shanahan. They're going to get out-coached by Mike McDonald. There's no way this team makes the fucking Super Bowl.
So you obviously have 49ers covering.
Yeah, what are they, like plus 3.5?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I think
then
I bet on that too.
Over-under is 46.5 as well.
I might take the under on that just because Philly's offense is bad.
Okay.
And Philly's defense is
Honestly,
good. I think under's probably better because
I'd bet the over on that.
San Fran has a good offense, but Philly's defense is legit, and Kevin Patullo is Satan, so he's not going to do anything.
Okay. 7 o'clock, really fun game. You got Drake, May versus Justin Herbert. Chargers, Patriots. I got the Patriots. Who'd you take?
It's time. He's getting his first playoff win, dude.
You think it's this? You
I
think it's the upset?
I think this is the upset. I think this was best case scenario for the Chargers. I think the Patriots are a good team.
They're just young and.
But no, I think they're probably the most easy pickings in the AFC. Like, in my opinion, I think everybody's been saying it, and I know people are tired of it, but the Patriots are a little bit of schedule merchants. Like, they had a really, really, really easy schedule. A team like the Chargers, they haven't necessarily faced off. Yeah, they played against Buffalo twice, but that's in division. It's a little weird. They lost to the Raiders at the beginning of the year. That's way earlier in the season, but they played against Cincy like week 15, almost lost to Cincinnati against that shit defense. I don't know. I think Herbert's going to want it more. I think New England's pass rush is scary against that really bad offensive line, but dude, Herbert, like the way I've been watching Herbert play these last few weeks, bro, like He's so fucking good.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this is the actual MVP.
I agree. I think if we're talking most valuable to your team, Justin Herbert is it by far.
Yeah,
but that's not what the fucking MVP is because the NFL is retarded.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I think Herbert's going to out-quarterback Drake May in this game. I think the Patriots are good. I think Drake May is a great quarterback. I just do think they had a very beneficial schedule, and I think this is going to be their true test here. And I think
all right, well, Patriots are 3.5-point favorites, so you obviously got the Chargers covering that, and then 45.5 points is the line. But all the lines are pretty similar.
45.5 for this game. I'd probably take the under. I say like 23-20 or something.
You got a lot of these unders in the playoff games.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
I just think these are two pretty gritty defenses. Do you think Patriots cover?
Yeah, I think Patriots cover. I think they honestly win this pretty good. I think they probably win by a touchdown or
I think
so.
Patriots either win by 10 or Chargers win by like 3.
Yeah, honestly, I see that too. But man, I'm
like
rooting
the
for
way-
Drake May, but if Justin Herbert gets his first win, I'm be like,
I think I like the way the Chargers played against Houston. Like, I remember because I had a lot of money on Houston and I was literally sweating my ass off. And this Patriots defense might as well be preschoolers compared to Houston's defense. Like, they're good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And Milton Williams is going to be back, which is going to be huge for them. But the way he stepped up against Houston's defense, I don't see why he can't do the same against New England.
All right, and then Monday night, Texans versus old ass man Aaron Rodgers at Heinz Ward's. I don't think it's Heinz Ward anymore. Heinz Ward, or what's it called? Oh my God, Heinz Stadium.
Yeah.
I said Heinz Ward, their old receiver. Texans Steelers. I got the Steelers.
Dude, this game's weird.
I want fucking. Did I say Ben Roethlisberger or did I say Aaron Rodgers?
I think you said Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, old ass Aaron Rodgers is gonna upset this Texans.
Man, dude, this
team.
is the hardest game for me, for sure. I think Houston wins.
Okay.
But I told you this earlier. I think Houston either like makes a Super Bowl push or they lose this game.
Okay.
I think this is just such a weird matchup. You got two kind of mediocre offenses, two very tough defenses. I think the Houston defense is way better, but like if we're talking about the Steelers defense, that is a tough fucking defense, especially
Yeah,
with TJ
TJ
Watt
Watt's
back and
back.
healthy. It's going to be tough for Houston, but dude, Aaron Rodgers is just not mobile anymore. He's not going to get away from Will Anderson and Brian Burns. It's just not.
You mad? You got outran by a 41-year-old
as
quarterback
he's running out of bounds.
and kind of got caught.
Yeah, I just don't see how he's going to escape this pass rush. Run game's been a little iffy. I mean, DK Metcalf's going to be back, but, bro, Derek Stingley's not letting DK Metcalf do shit. I'm sorry. Houston should win this game.
Houston should win, but Aaron Rodgers going to pop a perk and lock in, bro. The line's 3.5.
I would like to see Rodgers win, but you know me, I really like Houston.
Yeah,
so
Texans 3.5.
I think they cover.
Okay, and then over under 39.5, our lowest line. Probably under.
That's a weird line. I think this is like a sneaky over.
really
Kind of like how people were expecting like Ravens.
it's like a
Steelers to be
26-28
boring.
situation.
Yeah, they were expecting that game to be kind of boring, and it kind of popped off last second. I could see some, or I could see Houston's defense fucking scoring a
Yeah.
touchdown last second because I'm playing against them in fantasy like they did.
Isn't it crazy how much faster we can make these episodes when there's not 16
homework.
games? I did before we get into we finish it off and we do our power rankings. I did my awards. What I think the awards should be. I did write down Kyle Shanahan Coach of the Year, but so that's an honorable mention because I did change it.
I think he should be Coach of the Year, though. I
Well,
like that. Dude, everything they went through this year to be competing for the 1 seed Week 18, ridiculous.
I know, but whenever I tell you who it is, you're gonna be like, oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm sure
too.
it's probably Vrabel.
MVP. I got Matthew Stafford. I think it's fair. His stats
agree.
are he has multiple 100 more yards,
Mhm.
tens more touchdowns, and more.
I think he still has less interceptions than Drake.
Oh, he has less interceptions
I
too.
think.
But it's not that much of a difference. Offensive Player of the Year, crazy. It's Puka, and he missed time. He's pretty much the consistent Offensive Player of the Year, which is just insane. But I would kind of like to see a tight end and Trey
I
McBride
feel like,
get it.
though, like Puka winning Offensive Player of the Year does kind of take away, like, is Stafford really the MVP? Because Drake May doesn't have a single 1,000-yard receiver.
You're right, dude. You're right.
I think JSN makes a good argument. Bro, Jonathan Taylor had it, bro. No, what? I feel like it's got to be CMC this year.
Puka's pretty like
CMC
Puka's
didn't-
pretty favored.
Didn't CMC finish top 10 in receiving yards?
I have no clue honestly, but that's who I got. That's who
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think deserves it. Defensive Player of the Year,
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Coach of the Year, I had Kyle Shanahan, but I'm changing it, and Vrabel's a good option, but
Oh, is it?
it's Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
I got it.
I think that's fair.
How much he's turned around that fucking
Mhm.
Jacksonville team, dude, in one season is insane. They don't have that much talent,
Yeah.
but they're playing so good.
I will say the Coach of the Year award is getting weird for me because every single year it's just become what team was kind of bad last year and got a new head coach and is good now. let's start like actually paying homage to like these consistent good coaches. Like, who's the best coach in the league? Sean McVay. Why is he never winning Coach of the Year? Kyle Shanahan's consistently good. Kyle Shanahan this year lost Fred Warner, lost Nick Bosa. Brandon Ayuk didn't fucking touch the field. He had to use Mac Jones for half the season.
Yeah.
Lost George Kittle for half the season and was competing for the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Like, and he's not gonna win Coach of the Year. He's just not. It's gonna go to Vrabel probably.
Yeah, Vrabel's probably gonna
Like,
get it.
but bro, Shanahan. Like, if we're looking at it realistically, there's no reason it shouldn't be Kyle Shanahan or maybe Liam Cohen. But I just think Kyle Shanahan, bro, like. He locked in this year.
No, I honestly, I think it's
What he
Shanahan.
did with
I
Mac
wrote
Jones.
Shanahan, but when I was rethinking about it and I thought about Liam Cohen, I'm just like, I'm so proud.
My
of him.
coach
I'm
of
so
the year
proud of
would
him.
my coach of the year would be Shanahan. My
Okay.
MVP would be Justin Herbert too.
Okay,
But that's like not who I think is
I don't
gonna
know if
win.
this is who I necessarily think. Yeah, no, I think this is who I think deserves it. All right, I think the offensive rookie of the years are pretty simple. I got Tedros McMillan and I got Carson Schlesinger. I think if fucking what's his name? Tyler Shuck played all season, he would be offensive rookie of the year.
If I'm saying who I like think it deserves it, I still think Tyler Shuck is probably like
He did throw a lot of picks.
If I got
He
to
threw
pick,
a lot of picks.
if I got to pick all of them, I would pick Tyler
He
Shuck.
threw like one less
But
pick.
yeah, I
than
don't really see
touchdowns.
who competes with Carson Schlesinger. The
Yeah.
defensive rookies weren't very good this
Yeah.
year.
And then comeback player of the year, which is kind of crazy. This
CMC?
is the Vegas odds, super hot shot. I was like, I did not know this. And he's like 8th in receiving yards. Chris Olave.
Hey, that's pretty fire. I think it might be CMC though, because CMC went crazy this year.
Was he? Oh, he was hurt last year.
Yeah.
Dang, that's dude. All the website I said didn't even have CMC listed.
That's
so
crazy. Maybe
funny.
I'm wrong.
But
My MVP would be Justin Herbert.
okay,
My offensive player of the year would be CMC. Defense player of the year would go to
Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Offensive rookie of the year I would give to Shuck. Defensive I would give to Schlesinger. Coach of the year I would give to Shanahan. And then isn't there like a protector of the year now?
There is a protector of the year.
I don't really.
I mean, honestly, Quinn Nelson deserved it for the long time with the Colts were doing that run game,
Yeah.
but that won't happen.
I think if Joe Alt stayed healthy all season, he would have competed for sure. Will Campbell, nah, he was a rookie. He did good.
Tristan Wirfs, if he played all season, he would have had
Tristan
it.
Wirfs and Penei Sewell would have been between them two.
I wonder who it is. It has to be one of those
Yeah,
guys
I
who
don't
just
really
had
know.
one of those guys. Who had a
I'm
good
not
season.
one of these fucking like try hard NFL fans that watches the line of scrimmage every play, so I don't know. And I'm willing to admit that. I'm willing to be a man and sit here and.
All right, you want to rank the playoff teams?
Let's do it.
Which I need to pull. You do yours real quick. I'm gonna finish my list. I only did my top.
All
10.
right. At number 14, I'm sorry, but it's the Carolina Panthers. I mean, there's really no other team that is more fitting in the 14 slot. You literally have a below 500 record and didn't even win your game to get here. Atlanta had to.
If the Bucks were in, would
Yes,
they
the
be
Bucks would
14?
be 14. Yes.
That's we'd be number 1 on my list.
Yeah, because you're an idiot. Number 13, I have the Steelers. I think it's just kind of weird. I like the way the Steelers have been playing recently. I think them getting DK Metcalf back is going to help a lot, but I don't know. Their defense is a little fluky at times. Rodgers is immobile. Number 12, I have the Chargers. I think the Chargers could have been really good this year if their O-line stayed healthy. Losing both your tackles this early in the season just fucking sucks. Like, that really sucks. But I just really like Justin Herbert. He's coming around on me a lot. Number 11, I have the Packers, another team that's kind of been screwed over by injuries this year, especially with Micah. But I think with Jordan Love healthy, if Josh Jacobs can get going, this team could be dangerous in the playoffs. Number 10, I have the 49ers. I actually would love to put the 49ers a lot higher, but this defense is just ass. Like, this defense
They're hurt,
literally, I know, but we have to
Still
factor
ass.
that. We have to still have
Still
to
a hot
factor that
pile
in.
of
Like,
ass.
yeah, like they're injured, so they are ass. Like, literally so terrible. And clearly their offense got exposed week 18, so that kind of brings them down a little bit too. If they would have put up, like if they would have lost 30-31 to the Seahawks, we'd be talking about something different right here, but their offense got a little exposed. Number 9, I have Detroit. They're kind of in the same boat as the 49ers, except the Bears happen to get, did I say Detroit again? Holy fuck. Chicago. They're in the same boat as the 49ers, but they happen to be the 2 seed. I think their offense could be fluky. They kind of got exposed against Detroit, but their defense is just terrible. Like, you can run the ball all over this team. Number 8, I have the Bills. I think, like, Josh Allen is the only thing that's keeping them this high up the list. And James Cook, he got the rushing title this year, but their run defense is really bad. Like, your run game only means so much when teams can run the ball all over you. Number 7, I have Philadelphia. I think they could be a little bit lower, but their defense is really good. I think come playoffs.
Where do you have them at? Sorry.
7.
Okay.
Come playoffs, I think defense is what really, really, really wins you games. And I think that Eagles defense has the potential to win them those wild card game, and it could get them further. Number 6, for the same reason I have the Texans. I think they have the best defense in the league, like by a landslide. But their O-line concerns me. CJ Stroud, I haven't really seen him touch that like superstar talent that we saw his rookie year, so I would like to see that this playoff run. Number 5, I have Jacksonville. Their defense is legit. Trevor Lawrence is balling out. He's on a heater these last few weeks. I really like their run game. And bro, Liam Cohen's just locked in. I really fuck with it. And I think Jacoby Myers was like the best trade deadline decision ever. Sure. If you would have told me Jacksonville,
maybe not ever. There's probably one.
Or sorry, I meant this season.
I want imagine that.
I meant this season.
I wonder what's better. I can't even think.
If you would have told me
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville,
McCaffrey when they got McCaffrey mid-season.
True. Well, yeah, not ever this season.
Yeah.
I think If you would have told me Jacksonville would have been this good and Trevor Lawrence would have been balling out this far, I would be like, damn, Travis Hunter was really good.
Yeah.
They traded up to the number 2 overall pick and got injured, and they're still this good. That blows my mind.
That's another reason why I'm so high on Liam Cohen.
Yeah,
it's like they didn't even have their two-way stud.
Yeah. Number 4, I have New England. Like I said, I think they're kind of. I think.
Fraudulent.
I know everybody's sick of hearing it, and it's very cliche, but I do think they got very benefited by their schedule. I think they're a good team, but I don't think they're as good as the teams above them. Number 3, I wanted to put this team at number 2. Actually, you know, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Fuck Denver. Denver's number 3. I don't care if you're the 1 seed. Your offense played like shit against LA. You better hope that the Chargers don't win against the Patriots, because if they go into Denver, they're going to beat y'all. They beat you at the beginning of the season. I don't want to say kept it close with Trey Lance in the game, but they didn't even have most of their starters in on defense, and you could not score a touchdown. They didn't score a single touchdown on offense that game.
Yeah.
Y'all better fucking hope LA doesn't get a win, or they're gonna come in your fucking stadium and they're gonna beat you. Fuck Detroit. I hate y'all so much. I hope y'all don't go to the Super Bowl because I don't want to watch that game. I swear, if we get like Philly-Denver Super Bowl, I'm not watching it. Obviously, that's a lie. That would be the most boring Super Bowl ever. Number 2, I have the Rams. I think this is like a new version of the greatest show on turf a little bit. I think especially with Devontae Adams back. Like, it's just such a fun offense to watch. Devontae Adams, a goat in the red zone, bro. He was so good this year when he was healthy. He's going to be back. Puka, best receiver in the league. They kind of got a 2-headed monster between Williams and Corum, and their defensive line is so good. But number 1, I have Seattle, because I think Seattle has one of the best receivers in the league. I think they have not a super efficient run game, but a good run game. They run the ball a lot. Charbonnet and Walker are both good. And I think Sam Darnold can manage the game. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I don't even know if they'll make it necessarily. But that defense, it's like I said, I think defense is what really matters here in the playoffs. And I think they probably have the second best defense in the league, but they have a huge offensive edge over a bunch of the teams that have good defenses. So,
fire.
But Sam Darnold, honestly, bro, I'm praying on your downfall, because if I have to watch you win a Super Bowl, I'm going to be mad.
That would
Where was that? Where was that, Sam Darnold? Where was that Week 18 last year? Where was it?
Kubiak. Better than...
No, we actually schemed perfectly Week 18. He overthrew 8 fucking different receivers, including Justin Jefferson in the end zone like 3 times.
Yeah, but...
I didn't see him do any of that against San Fran last week.
2 questions. Crazy. Are you worried about JJ at all next year with how fragile he's been?
No, I think we just go get Mac Jones or something and get one of those good backups. We'll be fine.
True. And dude, it's kind of like every team, bro, like needs to like prioritize these good backups, especially with college football changing, like to where it's going to be so hard for like these Derek Carrs out of Fresno States to get drafted high, because why are you at Fresno State? Because Auburn's going to throw you $5 million, you know? And so that's going to cause for a lot of good backups, these guys at Fresno State maybe, and like you got to prioritize a good backup now, because y'all are in the playoffs if y'all have a good backup.
Like Malik Willis, Mac Jones, Davis Mills, like
all those guys really help you out. But one of the things I was going to say earlier, and I forgot to finish off on talking. So I said I had the Packers winning. You know me, I'm not a fan on the Packers. They're the 7th seed. If they win, I also got them going into Seattle and winning too. That's a good matchup. That's a good matchup for them.
I don't know if I would pick that. I think I am a Green Bay Glazer. I do not think.
Here's the thing. Seattle. You know the best way to beat a good defense?
To say fuck it and throw bombs.
To say fuck it and throw bombs. Like, that is old. You need a guy who's kind of... You need a Jordan Love to beat it a little bit.
I agree.
You know
and you know how I feel about Jordan Love, but he's going to Jordan Love in that game, I think. He throws one really bad pick.
Yeah, I think I have Rams-Packers as my NFC championship. I have my bracket. I can show you later, but...
I have my bracket, too, on my phone.
True. But y'all are going to hear our picks next week, so what does it matter? All right, and so here's my power rankings of all the NFL teams. Last place, Carolina. Y'all got in off of some lucky bullshit because Kirk Cousins dabbed up Baker and said, yo, go win the division, and then fucked us.
I thought that was literally the first thing I thought of when they won that game was I thought about that, and then that's whenever I looked at that tweet and sent it to you. I was like, that's so funny, bro.
It's insane. I can't believe they low-key, in my opinion, fucked the tiebreakers. The Falcons probably should have been in the playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I would have rather seen the Saints in the playoffs either over y'all two and the Falcons.
But the Saints lost, so maybe the
Saints.
No,
what I'm saying, like, if I just got to pick as a fan who got to go to the playoffs, I would pick the Falcons and the Saints before the Bucs or the Panthers.
And then 13th, I have the Packers. I have them winning, and I just said I have them going to the NFC Championship. But their record-wise, it's pretty lower, and I would not be shocked if they lose. These are just
Yeah, because he only
takes.
goes off of record because he's no fun.
Yeah, 12, I have the Steelers because I only go off a record, and I'm no fun. 11, I have the Chargers.
You could actually say real
All right,
words.
this is where we can get into a little bit. At 10, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. I think I'm really high on them, but there's just
Yeah, I had the
there's
Eagles 3
so
spots higher than you.
there's so many maybes on this team, bro. Like, I would not be shocked if the 49ers beat them by like 2 touchdowns, and it's one of those playoff games. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Eagles
Beat them by 3 points
Beat
and then
them by
win
3
by 3 points in the next game and then win the Super Bowl by 2 points.
Yeah, and at number 9, I have the Bears, which honestly I do not know why they're above the Eagles. The Bears probably should be at 10, so I'm gonna fix that.
The Bears did beat the Eagles.
True, but I'm gonna fix that. So I actually have Bears at 9, Eagles at 10. 8, I have the Rams, which I know is super duper low for you. Honestly, the Rams have shown a little bit of fraudulency. They lost to the fucking Falcons.
I don't disagree.
They've showed too much fraudulency, and then at 7 I had the 49ers. Well, ironically, they just showed fraudulency against the Seattle Seahawks, but so did the Rams. So I think that's why. I think I literally
Dude, the Rams.
Oh,
are
the
better than
Rams.
49ers, bro.
At 6 I have the Bills because of Josh Allen. 5 I got the Texans because of that defense. 4, give me Liam Cohen and the Jaguars. Ugh, dude, Maddox. You know how frustrating it is? It's kind of like
No, don't even.
No,
you
what's-
don't even understand. You
what-
don't understand,
what's worse?
dude.
It's the Sam Darnold situation
Yes,
or the
bro.
Liam Cohen situation?
Yes, bro. Because Liam Cohen, he was y'all's OC, and y'all didn't fire your head coach, so it was like he wasn't gonna be there anyways. We could have still had JJ McCarthy and just kept Sam Darnold for a few years and not.
But we could
sign-
have Liam Cohen and Todd Bowles still.
But Liam Cohen wasn't gonna stay and not get a head coaching job.
That if he didn't go to Jacksonville, he would have been our OC again.
But he did go to, like I'm saying, there was a head coaching job available, so he went and took it. Like
Yeah.
I'm saying we could have still had JJ and kept Sam Darnold for a few years and not just
Yeah,
signed
because
ev-
Sam
and then
Darnold
we went and
Sam
signed-
Darnold wanted to stay.
Yeah, we went and signed every fucking free agent in the fucking planet to around JJ McCarthy, which I was hyped for. But it's like, at what point do we just keep $30 million a year to give to Sam Darnold like Seattle did? Keep him for a few years. JJ would be 25 by the time that deal was over. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah. And then y'all got a really good backup for Sam Darnold.
True, and Sam Darnold's a 1 seed in the NFC last year. Why couldn't he do that or this year? Why couldn't it really?
Y'all
pisses me
let the quarterback of the number 1 seed go.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. Everybody's like, "Oh, what's the difference between Geno and fucking Sam?" That kind of shows you the difference, bro.
I know. I didn't think they were going to be much better this year. with
Crazy,
Sam Darnold.
crazy. I think Sam Darnold impressed me more.
He's still
We're
not going to win.
Sam Darnold Glazers here.
He's still not going to win the big game, though. I don't think he's made for it.
I don't think he's made to win a Super Bowl, but prove me wrong. I'm rooting for him, but
Like
that's
he's not a top 10 quarterback, but he is good.
At number 3, I had the Denver Broncos, which I know you love to see that. I'm not that high on them. Number 2, I had the Seattle Seahawks. I know. Number 1, best team, New England Patriots.
Bro.
They're the only
terrible.
reason the New England Patriots are going to make a Super Bowl is if they play Josh Allen, probably.
Well, Josh Allen's going to lose in the first round, so.
I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, I really think he's going to lose in the first round, and this whole shit's going to break loose of, is Josh Allen really that good, you know? Like, Mahomes wasn't there, and he lost in the first round, you know?
it's going to really stint his
I
legacy.
think it's really going to start this year. I just think this is the worst Bills roster we've seen in the playoffs.
Herbert.
since all
Let's
this
just
has started.
Herbert wins a Super Bowl this year.
Better than Josh Allen. That's what everybody's going to say.
Yeah, is he automatically like top 3 now? Like constituent top 3?
Oh, fuck, maybe, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you can't just say any quarterback wins a Super Bowl and they're instantly top 3, but Herbert like is good enough.
Yeah. Now you give him
And, bro, if he wins it with this offensive line specifically, if he, by the way, wins this playoff game, they'd be the team with the worst PFF ranked offensive line to ever win a playoff game since PFF has became a thing.
Oh wow! You're not on social media, but they did a thing on like pass protections on NFL teams, and all of the top 7 made the playoffs. And there was like red, so no playoffs. And then like the Panthers,
No, the
teams like
Chargers
that.
are like 31 and 32.
Chargers
when
are
it
at
comes to run and
31.
pass.
So like there's like 12 teams above them. Crazy.
No, it's really bad. That just shows how good Herbert is. Like, if he does win a Super Bowl, he might just be top 3.
So you can, Mahomes. You could even say, Allen's got the MVP. Lamar's got the MVPs.
I think Lamar's better than Josh Allen because Josh Allen didn't deserve the MVP.
True.
I'm never going to forget that. Lamar literally had one of the best quarterback seasons I've ever watched with my own eyes last year and got cut.
Josh Allen has no excuses, bro, this year.
But
Except his team sucks.
I don't even think, like, the thing is, I don't think if he loses, he's bad. I think that's what everybody's going to say.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, he's so good, why can't he win in the playoffs, bro? This Jacksonville team is just better. Like, it's a team sport.
But you know Josh Allen, besides playing Patrick Mahomes, is the number 1.
I know, but his teams were so
and
much
statistically, he is the number 2 best playoff quarterback of all time.
better. I'm saying he his teams were so much better during those games. Like his team sucked.
Was his team last year that much better than this year?
I mean, I would say so. They at least had Ed Oliver who can stop the run and had a good defense.
Is Ed Oliver hurt?
He's been hurt all year.
I don't know that. Yeah.
Their run defense is really bad.
It's gonna be interesting.
And the Liam Cohen cooks in the run game, bro. Like they run the ball efficiently in Jacksonville now. Like,
Yeah, it's almost like he turned us from the 31st run game to 4th, and now we're back to like 25th.
Yep.
Insane. It makes me so. And then, dude, I love it though. Ben Johnson comes in. What does he do? Establishes a run game. There's gonna be a little bit of a change. You need a run game, man. You need a run game.
No, and I really like. It's not just like establish a run game. They were like, hey, we're gonna beef up. Like Ben Johnson came in, signed a bunch of fucking offensive linemen, and let the run game go, and it like elevated Caleb so much.
That Joe Thuney signing was really good.
Dude, you know what I was thinking about the other day? You know how sometimes we watch.
Oh my God, Joe Thuney has been in the Super Bowl like how many years in a row?
Yeah, he might be back. What was I gonna say?
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
When we watch the Bears, we're like, holy shit, like Caleb might be the hardest quarterback to sack in the league. Like, bro, he got sacked like 70 times last year. I don't know if you remember how bad
that just tells. Yeah,
it really is great. Like, it's not just a Ben Johnson thing. It's like Caleb really has been this good this whole time. Like, he was a rookie. His
and that
offensive line
who's our
wasn't
coach,
as good.
Matt? It wasn't
Matt Eberflus.
Matt
and
Eberflus.
He already got fired by the Cowboys as their DC. I don't know why the fuck they ever hired him, but
yeah, crazy. I'm so excited.
all right, what's your Super Bowl matchup prediction? We don't have to do the whole bracket.
I can't say Bucks Bills officially now. I officially can't say Bucks
Panthers
Bills.
Bills.
No, it's blocked off. I think I had. Oh, you're gonna hate it. I had Bills Eagles.
That's fine.
Nope. I think I still had Bills Rams actually.
Mine's a little
something
weird.
like that.
Mine's a little weird. I don't like to be boring. Okay, I like to be fun. No, I'm not calling you boring. I'm saying I refuse to be normal.
I was smiling and all.
I got Texans Niners.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Texans, I'd love to see it. They've never made a Super Bowl. Texans and Jaguars have never made a Super Bowl
I
before.
genuinely think.
So I'm always rooting
I
for
think
that.
Houston either loses this game against Pittsburgh or they make at least the AFC Championship.
It's funny. There's 4 teams who have never made a Super Bowl. I remember the year Flacco was in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Browns, Jaguars, Texans.
Cardinals? No, sorry.
Who haven't been
Lions.
Lions, who haven't been to a Super Bowl, and all of them were in the playoffs, and not one of them
know.
made it to a Super Bowl. I remember when all 4 of them were in, I was like, one of them?
Yeah, I had the Browns making the Super Bowl that year in my bracket with Flacco.
You did. That was crazy.
And then
If they just had Baker. Imagine they just had Baker.
Do your homework.
Where do you think Stefanski goes? I think he's going to Tennessee probably. Oh, no, I think he's probably going to New York. That's the big rumor, Stefanski in New York, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
Give him Scadaboo, give him Jackson Dart. Oh, it's going to be scary.
So whenever Harbaugh first got fired, everybody was kind of like, what if Stefanski and Harbaugh just switch teams? That'd be kind of fun. Harbaugh's not going to go to the Browns, obviously, but imagine they flip-flop. Man, I don't know where I think Stefanski goes.
I think he goes to New York. But who goes to Tennessee? Because I could also see Stefanski want to go to Tennessee. You got Cam Ward to play with.
Yeah.
But can he
I
develop?
think it just comes down to how he feels about Cam Ward.
He doesn't like black quarterbacks. We know this.
Do your homework. Yeah, I think New York makes a lot of sense for him.
Yeah.
But I could also
they
see...
said so on the Ole Miss.
Or Atlanta. Dude, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, and that's why they're pushing hard as fuck for Harbaugh. And I swear, dude,
I think Harbaugh is gonna either go to Miami. I think Harbaugh has some ties. He has some ties with the Miami owner, and I think Mike McDaniel kind of got fucked over. I think they were like, "Oh shit, Harbaugh's available. Sorry, go."
No, that's the whole thing. They said like the timeline of it was really weird. Where like they gave Mike McDaniel like a postseason press conference, and I went back and like watched it on TikTok, and he was talking about like, yeah, I'm gonna have process helping them choose a GM. Doing this for next year, like very talk about like he's in the decision. Like next day they fire him, and then like the next day they like fire McDaniel. So it was clearly like, oh, we were gonna keep.
And
you.
they said it wasn't why, but it definitely is.
It is definitely why.
I think McDaniel's doesn't get a head coaching job. I think he could. I think with the way we saw
go to
McDaniel's,
a stud team, bro. And
I think with the way we saw McDaniel's, like mentally, kind of like not seeming uninterested, but just kind of out of it for a little bit there this season. I feel like he kind of would like to just lay back and be the OC for a year somewhere.
Yeah,
especially
that'd be
like
nice.
Go to a team like Baltimore and get to use Lamar Jackson. Or go to a team like the
Tampa
Lions.
or like Tampa Bay. He doesn't have to move far.
And if
I
he goes
think
to Tampa
that's
Bay, he's gonna get a head coaching job. Or you go to the Lions, you get Jameer Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, fucking Jameson Williams, just like literally have a field day with these weapons, bro. Like wherever he goes, he's gonna be the best OC in the league probably, and get another head coaching job.
He does. John Gruden one time was breaking down like a few of his plays, and then there was this one play. He goes, "This is the stupidest awesomest play I've ever seen. And he broke it down where, like, there was, like, 4 running backs in the backfield somehow. And, like, all these motions. He's like, I've never seen a motherfucker
What I kind of think,
like
so Saleh and McDaniels have worked together before. And I think with the way Saleh has coached the 49ers defense this year, even though they haven't played that well, I think he's coached them very well with the hand he was dealt. I think he should be up for another head coaching job. I don't think him or Flores are good enough, but back to I think Saleh is good enough. I think Saleh got fucked over in New York, bro. He just had to be in the middle of Aaron Rodgers' little fucking puppet play. I think Saleh gets the jobs in somewhere like Atlanta or something like that, and he brings Mike McDaniels on as a play caller. That's what I think happens.
That'd be interesting. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for see what the head coach. I think Harbaugh would really fit in the Raiders, funny enough, because like it's like a start from scratch. We have the #1 overall pick. We have a few weapons to work with, and we're going to bring in a guy to start from scratch. I think that's what they wanted with Pete Carroll, and it just didn't work.
Oh, I did see there's a lot of stuff with Harbaugh at the Raiders, too. I did see a lot of that. Like, start over kind of. But, man.
I want to see Kubiak on the Ravens so bad. That's what I want to see. I want to see Kubiak go to a team with a run game like that and just fucking cook.
That would be sick.
Oh, that made me so horny.
Or just come to. You want to play with Bucky Irving?
I just hope Brian Flores doesn't go, man. He's going to go.
I think he will, sadly. I think he's going to go to Baltimore.
And no, in our defense is going to
like, that's the big rumor is he's going to go
We're going to be
Baltimore.
like the Lions offense.
And, like, if you think about it, that is kind of the culture change.
Dude, I think
that they would need, maybe.
No, I think the Ravens would have the best defense in the league by far if he goes there. Like, it won't even be close. Oh, it makes me so sad. Fuck, dude. We took it for granted, bro. We had him for this long and, like, it didn't do shit.
I know. I wonder who y'all are going to bring in. Y'all just need to find another guy who can.
It's not Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, y'all just need to find a good guy who can run a good 3-4.
Maybe Brian Flores, one of his guys, like our linebacker coach or some shit, is gonna.
Yeah, but you look at how that happened with Aaron Glenn and the Lions. Like, it's just with Liam Cohen and the pass game coordinator. Sometimes it just does not work out.
I mean, but maybe it will. You never know.
Sometimes it does. I mean, Liam Cohen was.
Yeah, Schottenheimer. I think Schottenheimer was great.
Yeah. No, I really hope. Dude, I really hope so. Right now, these are the 3 guys I want for OC for the Bucs. I want the Rams OC. Because, of course, McVay calls plays, but they still have an OC. The Jaguars
Their OC gets a fucking job every year.
Yeah, their Jaguars OC. Both of those are very similar systems we run now, but they're better than Josh Grizzard and play calling.
And the Jags OC is Liam Cohen's system. So, perfect.
And then, Mike McDaniels. I would honestly want him the most.
Yeah, but I think if Mike McDaniels
But my God, we're not going to have Rachaad White. Imagine what he could have done with Rachaad White and Bucky in packages.
I think with Mike McDaniels, if he wants to go OC somewhere where he does want a head coaching job again in the future, but he wants to set himself up for the best one, I think Tampa's the place to go. I mean, Baker,
we produce head coaches.
Yeah, Baker was really good with Stefanski when he first started.
Baker officially will have, he's drafted 2017, 9 head coaches and 9 offensive coordinators in 9 seasons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he either gets him a job or gets him fired.
Jalen Hurts all the way back since college hasn't had the same play caller 2 years in a row.
Him and Baker.
Yeah.
So they get guys fired and give them jobs.
And Kyler gets a bunch of guys fired too.
Dude, fucking what's the deal?
Yeah, dude, apparently so Kingsbury and Washington, it wasn't even like a firing. Apparently they kind of like parted ways because Dan Quinn kind of didn't like their style of offense and
yeah, that's kind of what it was. They want to like run more adult football. I think
Kingsbury kind of thinks he has opportunities elsewhere, but I don't think anybody's gonna hire him as a head coach.
Nah, he won't be head coach. He can go be a head coach in college somewhere.
If you felt that way, why the fuck didn't you fire him before this year? Like I don't think the problem was the way that their offense was ran this year. I think the problem was Jaden Daniels couldn't stay on the field. Terry McLaurin couldn't stay on the field.
But I think that's also because of play calling. They have him doing a lot of RPOs, a lot of options, and I think.
But I think with Jaden Daniels, you have to do stuff like that. Like, and injuries happen. Like, it's just a part of the game. But
yeah. So who knows? I wonder. They're gonna definitely. They need to get a Clint Kubiak.
They need a guy. They need to like kind of reset around Jaden Daniels because they have like the oldest roster in the league. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and they have only Jaden Daniels, like their only good player, and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Well, anything to wrap up on this week?
My sleeper Super Bowl winner is the Packers, bro. When the Packers win the Super Bowl, everybody's gonna realize I was right about Jordan Love all along.
But what about the Texans? They're not your sleeper because you called them.
I don't think the Texans are a sleeper. I think the Texans defense is so good that they're like have a legitimate shot of winning the Super Bowl. I think once Micah got hurt, people kind of stopped considering the Packers contenders. Oh. I think Jordan Love's that guy. I think he makes them a
What if Carolina wins it?
I will literally cut my own balls off if Carolina wins the Super Bowl. Like,
that's pretty hot.
It's not going to happen. There's literally no way.
No, there's no way.
He's not Eli Manning.
Dude, but you just got to get in, bro. And he plays good every other week, and he kind of fucked up the curse, but, like, now he's back on it.
Play good
and he beat the Rams. He beat the Rams.
Yeah, but That it's kind of like, remember whenever we were playing Bama in the playoffs, it's like the fact that we already beat Bama makes me less confident we can beat them again.
True.
That's how I feel like
If the Panthers get a 17-point lead, they're cooked.
The Panthers wasted their lucky win against the Rams in the first matchup. Now, obviously, they needed that.
The Rams lost to Atlanta, bro. If Stafford's kind of like Baker, where it's like if he throws a pick, that team loses a lot.
If Stafford throws a pick, he like unleashes how many picks he can throw. Like, he either throws 0 or he throws like 3.
Once he throws 1, I think he's like fuck. Yeah, he's like, I'm fucking.
May as well throw another.
Yeah,
that's what happened last time we played against the Panthers. But their secondary, I do kind of like their secondary. J.C. Jackson. I remember he's really good. J.C. Horn.
I remember I said J.C. Horn was a good corner at a point. You're like, he's not a number 1.
He's been playing like a top 5 corner in the league.
Yeah.
And Derek Brown's probably like the best run stuffer in the league for sure. Like he's
statistic. Like I think last year statistically he was. Really I don't know if he was this year.
Their defense isn't like amazing, but their defense has become like very average, which is good for them. Their run game fucking sucks.
And they got Bryce Young, who's better than C.J. Stroud.
Since Rico Dowdle's like pop-off game against the Packers, he hasn't rushed for 60 yards since then, or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
It might be less than that. Maybe he hasn't rushed for 40. Like their run game
they've still been feeding him decently, but he's just been shut down.
Ted McMillan looks really good when Todd Bowles is sending an all-out blitz on 4th and 8.
Dude, I sent you the report about what the Bucs players said unanimously.
He does, like, only walkthroughs or some shit like that.
As a defensive head coach, that's really dumb. That's a really dumb mindset. You know, like I feel like that is like something that would come out for Mike McDaniels, right? Like who's this offensive guy who like you do walkthroughs for these plays and shit. Why is this? We gotta hire a DC. We have to hire a DC. I think that was another deal. Todd Bowles like, if you let me stay, I'll hire a DC.
Yeah. Oh, you know who else we didn't talk about for a head coaching job? What's the fucking Broncos DC's name?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you his name.
Dude, I know his name, but it's gonna piss me off if I try to think too hard. But he's like a huge head coaching candidate this year. So
I didn't even know that, but that doesn't shock me because was he there last year too?
I actually don't even know. I think so. Yeah, because Vance Joseph, I might have pulled it. Okay. He got the head coaching gig for the Broncos a long time ago, and it was ass, like really bad. And so I think he might get another shot this year.
Okay, fire.
I wonder if he and Morris ever gets another shot because he coached a long time ago for
Tampa Bay.
For Tampa,
it was ass.
Here's the thing, though, I wasn't a fan of Raheem Morris, but I don't really think he deserved to get fired.
No,
I think he did good. I think
it's another Harbaugh situation where they were going to keep him.
Only 2 years. Oh, you think like
they were going to keep him, and then they saw Harbaugh, and they're like,
yeah. Well, no, they fired him before Harbaugh. He was one of the first head coaches fired.
Fuck, you're right.
I think that defense, bro, came around at the end of the year, bro.
It did.
And here's the thing. Honestly, I really didn't like them trading their first round pick for James Pierce or whoever. I don't think. With whatever pick they get to the Rams, it's like outside of the top 10. Like I think it's 15, 16, something weird like that. Yeah. I don't think with that pick they could have gotten somebody as good as James Pierce. So I actually think they made the right move.
I agree.
But I still don't like that they gave LA 2 first-round picks.
I know. I wonder what they're gonna do, bro. It's gonna be really curious.
Bro, don't give McVay 2 first-round picks, bro. He never even drafts in the first round, and he
doesn't
drafts
need
perfect.
to.
And last time he drafted in the first round, he picked fucking Jared Verse.
Oh, that's so funny to think about, bro.
Because I remember last year I said he was going to win Defensive Player of the Year, and what I said was, I was like, he never picks in the first round. He's always perfect. Now he's a first-round pick, and I sniped that shit last year.
Yeah, and James Verse.
I didn't really have any snipes this year like that.
But it makes you think, what if they got James Verse? The Rams.
James Pierce?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really need him, though. Once they had Byron Young and Jared Verse, and Braden Fisk, like, their D-line was set. I think if they could work on their secondary next year, the Rams, let's assume Stafford doesn't retire. If they build that secondary and make it better, that defense is fucking crazy. Like,
imagine they just draft like 2 stud corners.
Oh my god, imagine. Or like they trade a first for 1 corner.
Or trade both for like Pats or Tanner. Like obviously they couldn't do that, but like something like that. Fuck, dude.
They should have traded both of them for Sauce. Colts clearly didn't need them that bad.
How sad is that? Like that the Colts went all in.
Dude, it really sucks. Like, because it's not even all their fault. Like, ownership is like. The training staff and the ownership having Daniel Jones play on that injury is really bad. Like, that's a bad look in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, like, it just sucks as a fan. Like, your team was the best offense in the league. JT was putting up MVP numbers. Daniel Jones is balling. And y'all trade these 2 first for Sauce Gardner, and y'all go 1-7.
It's all Sauce's fault.
I mean, and Daniel Jones fucking snapped his Achilles.
They definitely have to re-sign him now.
But, I mean, bro, he's not going to be healthy at the beginning of the year.
True. So who's the rock with Ryan Leonard till Daniel Jones comes back?
He's healthy.
Oh yeah, rock with AR and then Ryan Leonard's back up.
Yeah,
good for Ryan Leonard. Gets to stay on a job.
It might be a little fortunate. Obviously, not for this year. Like, it was the worst thing that could have happened. But when it comes to contract, it might have been a little fortunate that Daniel Jones got hurt for them because I think it makes him a little bit cheaper, and they can actually afford to sign him while him not playing at the beginning of the year.
He can't because he can't get a Daniel Jones bag now.
Yeah.
But if he never got hurt, he would have gotten. Did I say Daniel Jones?
Yeah, well,
Sam Darnold.
He did
the Sam Darnold bag.
Daniel Jones got a bigger bag when he was in New York after he won that first playoff game anyway. So Daniel Jones bag.
He's got a good agent.
Yeah, I hope they don't overpay him, bro, because I think they saw what happened in New York. I don't think they'll do it.
Yeah, but just give him a.
I think more of these quarterbacks are going to start getting these Sam Darnold deals where it's like, hey, you kind of already proved yourself, but we're going to give yourself like a half. Here's a lot of money, half prove it deal.
Yeah, a lot of it guaranteed.
Yeah. Where, hey, here's $30 million a fucking year.
It's
everybody else, it's like everybody else on the planet would literally kill someone for this, but it's not a lot for you.
Yeah.
You know? Dude, like, it blows my, like, players will get $5 million a year and, like, it's not a good contract. I'm like, what? Dude, I would fuck a dog for $5 million.
Yeah, but you also hear, like, well, if they live in California, they have 35% state taxes, 10% goes to a manager and shit like that.
Bro, I don't care. Give me 35% tax, 10% to a manager, $5 million, please.
That's still $1 million.
Yeah, I'll never see that in my life.
True.
All right, now we can end the episode. We kind of started yapping there.